going on, Jerome's? Thought I had a Bearcats hat around here somewhere. Anyways, if you haven't noticed, I like to sync up alma maters with the player that we're talking about. So we got LSU. Yeah. We don't have any Miami, Ohio gear. Anyways, also, so Ivan Pace Jr., in his third year, the undrafted linebacker has made an impact. Became a regular starter for the Vikings. High energy, big-time plays all over the place. And also, how does this go undrafted? Man, just the aura. It's on point, man. But struggled at times this season. Sort of took the cheese in coverage on the DK Metcalf long-ass touchdown against the Steelers. It is what it is. And last year, Cashman and Pace formed a really nice duo. And I think that they do have some chemistry at off-ball linebacker. But, Eric Wilson entered the equation. That's a problem with Bigfoot. He's blurry. Well, is this a 2-megapixel photo? Yeah. But Wilson, the veteran, has seriously stepped up in his second tour of duty with the Vikings, as well as fellow undrafted free agent linebacker from Cincinnati by way of Northwestern. And Wilson played phenomenal when Cashman's been out. And frankly, we thought that even though Cashman and Pace were the stars last year and to start the season, that it should be Cashman and Wilson. And it turns out it's true. So Ivan Pace Jr. straight up got benched against the Eagles off a bye, and the linebacking snaps broke down like this. 50 total snaps on defense. Cashman was out there for all 50, 100%. Wilson, 42, 84%. And he wasn't subbed out. They just went with single linebacker. They went dime in a couple of situations. And then Pace had zero goose egg D'Angelo Russell. It did play 21 special team snaps, so it wasn't a complete deactivation punishment benching, but didn't play on defense. Did play some teams and go from there. But Cashman was asked about Pace playing 0 defensive snaps. This is from Vikings fan page. Quote, he's done a lot of wonderful things here, and he will continue to do great things. I just told him to keep plugging away. Don't get discouraged. I actually shared some stories with him about myself and my journey, which I don't know. These guys are listening to Kevin McConnell too much. Never heard the term football journey before. Now everyone says it in all the pressers. Yeah. And other guys I played with, I'm not going to name names, but I played with some guys that ended up being all pro and were kind of in similar situations as him. So I say keep going because you never know how things can shake out in a season. And Cashman's right. And also this is fantastic leadership here from Blake Cashman, where Cashman and Pace formed a great duo last season, and you can almost say that Cashman coming back, he took a gerb, but it isn't like that. And this really is a watershed moment for Ivan Pace Jr., where you've seen that he has immense talent, where he's great against the run at times. He's a prolific pass rusher. Coverage needs some work. Yeah. And also he's hell on wheels as a special teamer as well. So Pace Jr. can still continue to be a special player. He can still do it here. He can still get an extension here, as basically he's in a contract here because he's the exclusive rights free agent next season as a UDFA off of his 3-year deal. And this is a fork in the road moment. So either some players take benching personally, sort of force their way out of town, sort of soft quit as it were. But Pace should take this to hat. This should drive him. It should get mad. And I don't think that there's any animosity between him and Cashman or him and Wilson. Things seem to be good to go. And you can't really blame Flores or linebackers coach Mike Saravo for keeping Wilson on the field because, frankly, Wilson has played like one of the best Vikings defenders this season. Sort of is what it is, right? But there will always be future opportunities, and Pace can't hang his head. He's got to continue to grind, continue to put in the work. And if you only get a couple snaps, make those snaps count. If you're only playing special teams, make those snaps count, because the league is a league of attrition, and the team will need Pace back at some point. And this could just be a footnote, or this could be the whole story. Right, so it could be, oh yeah, Ivan Pace, that undrafted guy, and then you just sort of fizzle out. Or it's like, oh yeah, Pace, that guy who had some tough times, worked through them and continued to pan out on that star potential that he has. Woo! Would absolutely love to see it. But yeah, this wasn't a whole soft benching. This was a legitimate benching. So we'll see how he responds. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Ivan Pace Jr. benched. How's he going to get back after things? Has tons of talent. Believe in the dude. Just get after it, man. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull production value.